So welcome to Pbteck, and in this video I'm going to show how you can actually scan for start time channels on your master combo decoder. So when you get your hand on the master combo decoder and you are to do the settings or track to get a stable signal for the start time and then get the channels working either on your master decoder, any FT decoder at all that you have, or using the start time main decoder just to do the settings and then track to get the signal and then do the necessary settings on the start time decoder. So all you got to do is to connect the cable from the satellite dish into the LNB import at the back of your master combo decoder. At the back of the master combo decoder, we have two different ports that will be receiving the signal. We have the LNB import and the ANT import, that's the antenna import. So the antenna imports or the ANT import will be receiving the digital signal. So you have to connect the satellite cable onto the LNB import and you pick up your remote, whether you're having a stable signal or you want to follow the video just to track and then get the signal for the start time. So start time is on the SES 5 satellite on the 5 degrees southeast, and you can also get them on the 16 degrees as well. So all you got to do is to add the right TP and then you follow the steps. So you pick up your master combo decoder remote and you press on the menu button on the remote. So from the menu here, use the arrow keys just to navigate through the menu and then you look for installation. You put it on installation, you press OK on it. So on the right side of the page, you have DVB S2, DVB T2, DVB-C, and factory reset. So the S2, that's second generation, so that's where you want to use to do the settings for the satellite channels. And I have the DVB T2 and the C, those are for the terrestrial, the digital or the antenna channels. So since we are to do the settings for the start time satellite, start time is also on the terrestrial platform, but we want to do the settings for the satellite option. So you press OK on the S2 to proceed. So on the next page, you have the antenna setting, satellite list, we have the transponder list, motor setting as well. You come to the first option, you press OK on it, that's the antenna setting. And on this page, we have the satellite option over here, which will reveal those pre-installed satellite folders on it. And I have the LNB power, LNB frequency based on the selected satellite on it. So you press OK on the satellite option over here, and we have some pre-installed satellite folders. So if you are using the same steps, you look through the satellite pre-installed folders on your FTA decoder, whether you're going to find SES 5 exact satellite, which is the start time main satellite on it, or if you don't get to find it on your decoder, all you got to do is to select a different satellite folder. The folders over here are just folders having the TPs in it. So you adding the right TP and then tracking to get a signal is the most important thing, but the satellite folder that you're going to use to add the TP or you're going to use to scan doesn't add that much. All you got to do is to change the LNB frequency on a selected satellite folder. So you look through the option over here, and then if you can't find the SES 5, you can select Astra 2A, 2B, Hotbird, Intelsat. As I said earlier, any satellite folder, just do the right settings on it and you are good to go. So we want to look through the option over here, whether you want to find the SES 5, and it's not in it. So there is SES 4, which is the name is a bit closer to the SES 5. So we're going to select that one and use it to scan or track for the start time signal. So here the LNB power is supposed to be on, the LNB frequency is supposed to be a universal figure. So the selected satellite folder, which you're going to use to track or scan, and the LNB frequency is a different one, you have to change it to this universal option over here and you press OK on it. So the dissect is supposed to be off since you are not doing multiple LNBs installation. The dissect settings is for multiple LNBs installation. Whenever you are to combine two different LNBs on one receiver or two different dishes having different LNBs on one receiver, that's where you need to make good use of the dissect option over here. Turn it on to correspond with the dissect number which you insert in the cable. So The next thing that you need to focus on is the TP, that's the frequency and the symbol rate of the start time. So you need to add the right frequency which you're going to use to track. So the frequency will be highlighted on your screen, the TP will be highlighted on your screen. You have two primary TP which you're going to use to track or scan for the start time to get it easier. We have 11765 horizontal, 27500, and we have 11865 vertical, 27500. So we're going to use the 11765 horizontal option. So all you got to do if you have the SES 5 satellite is to place on the TP or press OK on it and then look through the option whether you want to find the primary TP. If you find it in it, you just place it on it, you select that one, and then you are good to go. So here it's not in it and we have to add. So with the adding on this antenna settings page, there is no option to add. So all you got to do is to go back to the transponder list page by pressing on the exit button. So you come down here to the transponder list, you press OK on it, and from this list or from this page you can add the TP. So with the adding, you have some command down below on your screen: red to delete, green to add, yellow to edit, blue to search. So all you got to do is to press on the right button for the right command or the right menu to open up on your FTA decoder if it's not a master combo decoder. So in this case you have to press on the green button for the add menu to open up. So and we have the frequency which is 11765, and we have the polarity to be horizontal H, and have the symbol rate to be 27500, and you press OK on it to save, and you highlight it. You press OK once again to highlight it. You mark it like this, and as you can see, I'm already having a stable signal from the start time satellite. That's why the signal quality have shown, indicating that there is a signal. So we have 86% right there. So if you reach this level, you add the right TP and there is no signal quality showing, indicating that there is no signal coming out of the satellite dish. So all you got to do is to go back to your satellite dish and then you turn it to face the southeast on the 5 degrees in search of the start time signal. So when you reach this level after having a stable signal, on this page there is a search over there which you press on the blue option or the blue button is gonna take you over there. But on this menu there is no option to change the search type or the scan type, and with the scanning, if you perform a manual search, you are not going to get enough of the channel that is available. And on this page is being locked on the manual search, so you need to go back to the antenna settings page where you're gonna get either auto search, blind search, or super blind for you to get more of the channels in and around the start time platform. So you press on the exit button and you come to the antenna setting, you press OK on it. So here, after selecting the right satellite folder which you're going to use to track or scan and adding the right primary TP, as you can see, it has been already selected over here. So if you come back and it's not been selected, you need to press OK on it, and then you look through the option, you place it on it, and you press OK. So since the signal quality is showing to be 86%, indicating there is a stable signal from the satellite dish, the next thing is to scan to get the channels. And with the scan, we have the start search option over here, which you need to change the search option or the scan type for you to get more of the channels in and around the start time platform. So you change it from satellite to either blind or super blind, and you are good to go. So you want to place it on the blind or the super blind. So you press OK on it, and here we have FT only. If you want to eliminate those scramble channels that comes along with the $sign that is not working, you can just select yes just to eliminate those channels, and you can leave it on no for all the channels to be included. And you can also sort the channels out by selecting only TV if you are not interested in listening to any radio channel, or you can leave it on all as well. You press OK on a search, and the last thing you have to do is to wait for it to complete scanning for you to get access to the channels in and around the StarTime platform. So after performing the search, maybe there is a signal quality on your decoder, but after performing the search you're unable to catch any channel, which actually shows that the signal that you are getting from the satellite dish is not stable. That's why it's unable to get you any channel at all. So you need to go back to adjust it to get some additional signal percentage for you to get the channels working on your master combo decoder or any FTA decoder that you are using. So that's it. You wait for it to complete searching and you get access to the channel that is available on the platform. So if you have watched this video up to this far and you're new to the channel, all you got to do is subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you keep coming back for more. If you are an old subscriber too, all you have to do is to like the video, share on other platform, and you keep coming back for more. Thanks for watching and bless up.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town,